Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm exhausted to be here today, but I'm excited. I'm closing out my sinking funds, savings tracker, and we're just going to do all the things. So if this is what you're looking for in content, then please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Okay, I am back. So I decided to go ahead and pop my budget sheets out of my budget planner. This is my personal budget sheets I create for myself. I do sell them on Etsy. It's Lisa's Faith Budget Plan. And so you can check it out. I have a link in the description below. And yeah, let's just see what happened this month in sinking funds. As you can see, I did use it. I did make some adjustments here. Things were happening and hopping, and just budgeting the numbers was a little crazy this month. So I did actually transfer money over from my savings account that I keep my sinking funds in into my checking account. And if you saw my paycheck to paycheck video the other day, you saw how much I put over. I had to transfer over $88 for my Orkin sinking fund. In the video, you'll see it's $7 and some change more than this because there was an extra service added. Not only did I get the spray treatment, but I also got these granules they put around the house for ants, and I don't want ants in my house. So I don't mind my aunts, but I don't want ants. So let's see. So I just transferred that amount, and then whatever the difference was, I paid out of the last the paycheck that it came out of. So there's that. City of Chesapeake, I transferred quite a bit over. So $588.88 was for the car property tax that I've been saving up. I underestimated for the year, but it was only about $8.98. And that's okay because I have obviously plenty of money in this account to cover that, and I'll just make adjustments going forward. So the other part of this was $44.10 of City of Chesapeake stormwater. So when I'm paying the city, I like one little category and I average it out for the year. Even if it's a few dollar difference, I'll just make it up in the end. So there's that. And then I took money out of the cell phone tech to cover the cost of some things and kind of balance this out. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what exactly was going on, but it balanced out, and that's all I really needed. So there is that. So these totals, as you can see, I totaled up what I was planning to add in. To be honest, I didn't actually transfer any money over, except for enough for the termite or the Orkin, and then one of the City of Chesapeake vehicles. There was 2 vehicles that was covering property tax wise, and so I kept thinking I was waiting on a second bill to get for my vehicle. And if I just opened and pulled both sheets out of the envelope, I would have noticed I had both bills already. And then that's where I got the total from. So I got that. It took care of it. It's no problem. But I did not actually put cash in, and that's where this comes from. I just subtracted out of here to accommodate all these purchases or all these savings here, and it balanced out. And that's why it had to balance, now that I think about it. So let's go ahead and do the numbers. But it was just so smooth and, you know, just peaceful paying those bills because the money's in the savings account. I don't have to think about that $588 for 2 vehicle property tax bill. I don't have to think about the stormwater that showed out of nowhere. It just seems like it, but they only happen once a year. So that's why I love doing annual sinking funds. It just makes sense to me. And that is what works for my family. So there, that's what I do. So 88 negative minus 632.98 minus 151.16. Just trying to show it all in a negative, and I didn't even have my calculator on screen. I'm very sorry. So here we had a negative $872.14. So hopefully, if the math is right, this should come out right. 2080.66 plus the 486.15 minus the 872.14. That looks right to me. I think that's what's in my bank account. I'd have to look again, but I'm pretty sure. I know it's a 16. So let's see if the number's going down. Total, the same thing, because what I did is I dropped the numbers for the account. So 90, put my pen down here, plus 34.98 plus 34.98 plus 34 plus 30 plus 88.98. I'm gonna make that a negative. Okay, plus 900. Hopefully I did that right. Plus 585 plus 3,000 plus 50 plus 120 plus 51 plus 284, 69,467. Check and check. So that is my sinking funds. This is what happened through the month, and so I spent several of them, and I made some adjustments because I didn't actually deposit any cash into my savings account. What this number would have been here in my savings, I decided that that would cover the cost of some of the property tax, and I moved some money over to cover the rest of it. And then I decided to lower my cell phone tech to adjust for these numbers here. It made sense at the time, and it did, and math-wise, it worked out. So if it didn't make sense, I don't know how else to clear it up, but we'll just move on from here knowing I have the correct number because that's what's in my bank account. And you're going to see down here some extra writing, and I just made notes to myself, and that's what I love about these sheets. I have plenty of room to make notes for the next month, and I just refer to it before I put it away. What's going to happen and what are the changes. So changes for June. City of Chesapeake is going up from regularly $52. I'm going to raise it $5 because I was short, and I just want to make sure there was plenty of money for next time. So I'm bringing that up to $57. Vacation for hotel travel, I plan to use that $100. So in June, you're going to see me do vacation. I'll add it'll be $50 is the new balance for the June, and then I'll add a 50 and then take out 100. So I will bring that back down to 0. I'm going to see my father and my mother and my sister's flying in to meet up with my parents in North Carolina. And so we're really excited about that. And so that's what's going on there. I wanted to use that as part of the hotel expense that you'll see on my transaction log for my credit card, which I'm actually going to include in this video. So that will be extra to this video at the end. So there's that. So I'm going to use that in June to pay for, to reimburse myself for money for the credit card purchase. Canva, I don't need to put any more money to anymore. I have it fully funded. It used to be hot water heater, and then I realized I had such a big cushion in my emergency fund. Right now it's at almost $10,000 that if I had to replace it, I can just pay cash for it. And I don't have to use a home warranty or anything like that. I don't like using them. So I made that a Canva, and once a year, I'm guessing how much I need to cover the cost of Canva for once a year. I've already paid, I paid for once a year, and I got 2.5 months free last month. So yeah, I won't be paying on that for quite a while. And then I'm going to add a new sinking fund, business fees fund. So what this is for my business license and my name and everything that covers the state of Virginia and the city of Chesapeake that I pay taxes and all that too. So that's for my Etsy store, Lisa's Faith Budget Plan for these budget sheets. And again, they're in the description box below. So yeah, that is what is here. And it is working out really well. And that is my sinking fund for the month. So these will be my new balances going into June. So when I do my setup, that's what you're going to see there. And I'm going to start with that, and then I will explain what's going to happen next in June. See what sinking funds, like the vacation and stuff I'm going to use. Now this here is my savings tracker, and it's going to be quite a boring talk because, yeah, I'm not adding anything. So if you watched my paycheck to paycheck, I think it was paycheck to paycheck, I talked about going to Christian counseling, and the way I paid for it was using what I would have put in savings here. Christian counseling that I go to does not take insurance. And it's exactly what I wanted, because without having the rules and regulations of what insurance companies require therapy and stuff for, to pay for it and how it's done ties the hands of a lot of people who do Christian counseling. So, and who can be a counselor. So I needed Christian counseling because that is my faith, and that I wanted somebody that could translate my faith into my life and my marriage with my husband. My husband and I are both going together. It's 110 whether one or two of us show up. It doesn't matter. And they're just walking with the Lord with us on these things, and it's amazing. And the reason I can afford that is because I have been budgeting since 2019, and freed up so much money that God was like, okay, you've wanted Christian counseling for a while. You wanted it in faith terms. Here you go. You have the money to do it, and I'm providing it. And when that hit me and I was willing to surrender that, then that's what happened. So I'm not putting anything here. I'm not putting anything in my 6 month. I'm not putting anything in the travel savings, which is not vacation or anything. Travel expense is what it should say. So travel expense savings is when my husband travels for business and he pays for something and then it gets reimbursed. Well, instead of taking it out of our budget, I have this little savings, and when he has to send, or he has to transfer over like $250 is a typical transfer for himself to cover the cost of whatever he needs to pay for, then that money comes out of this savings. So that's what that's for. And I bumped it up to $800 this time. Vacation is not getting anything. That's the max we wanted, $3,500. We're going to try to go to Gatlinburg, so we'll see what happens there. Dividends, that's what happened this month for dividends. And this, nothing happened. We didn't take anything out. So I had planned on hoping $550 or so, but I put that towards the credit card to pay for the counseling, because that's where I'm putting the counseling payments on. So really, we only had $2.68, and that was just the dividends. I mean, that's it. That's all we did. But as you can see, when you total all this up, I have $14,000. So we're sitting okay. You know, it's not the $36,500 that I want, and these are all accounted for different categories. But as a total, as a whole, if I had to combine them together because something happened, it's nice to have $1,400 put in a safe savings deposit. So I have not done the what do you call it, money market account. Still plan to do it. I just haven't gotten around to go over to the bank to do it because I can't figure out how to do it online. So $14,432.96 plus the $2.68, and that is well, these are gonna be zero. Oh yeah, those $2. Okay, zero. Oh, why am I ending at zero? I'm just floored about not putting any money into savings because I've been so, it feels weird not to. I really want to. I really, really do. And I'm going to be putting much less going forward. So this still has 1,000. This still has $9,125. This still has $800. This will be used next month. My husband is planning to travel on business. $3,500 for vacation if we ever get to plan it, and then the $10, and then okay, so let's see, $14,435.64. So let's see if that adds up. Yep, check and check. So savings account, we are good. Sorry about my squeaky chair every time I move. Even though not a lot happened, just the dividends that were part of the savings account happened, and that's it. Just knowing what's in the account and just knowing it's there is enough for me. And what this tells me in my faith, and this is how I kind of see things, is God may be putting a hold on this for a little bit and I don't get to put money into savings, but he's got something better and bigger in the future that is not in monetary value. And if improving your family life, your mental health, or your marriage cost, the rewards and benefits are so outweigh the monetary value you would have saved that it's worth the money and then some. And so I'm just following the Lord on this. As much as I want to add more to this, I'm at peace with this. So, you know, the old me would have been like, no, I have to put at least X amount of dollars in there. Right now, I don't feel that need. I don't feel that push. So I feel great about that. So the other thing I said I would do is show you my, oh, it's on the back of this page, I think. Credit card transaction log. Now, I did show a little bit of this in my last video, which was my paycheck to paycheck video. And so what I have done, this is all the transactions on my credit card. And why have I done this? So I've done this because I need to make sure when I use my credit card, not only am I using it responsibly, if I need to use it often, but that it hurts when I do. They always say that it doesn't hurt mentally or physically to use your credit card. Well, I figure, well, if using cash hurts, and that's psychologically proven, and people don't like letting go of cash, but they don't mind swiping a card, I want to find a way to make credit card hurt so that I can use it, but use it wisely and keep it in the budget. So, the original intent a month ago was to just put my subscriptions on here that occur every month and then pay them at the end of the month before any interest accrues. And then other things happened. Mother's Day happened. I'm like, okay, I want to splurge. And so I bought Mother's Day stuff with Erin Condren's Life Planner Launch, and that was pretty awesome. And I got a whole bunch of things from there. And I do have a video on it. I just don't have it put up. I don't know why this is like all over the place. There we go. But a lot of these yellow over here tells me it is a subscription that I normally would have had anyway. And then like Erin Condren here, Walmart, we got extra groceries on top of my other groceries, which isn't even tracked with that. So I'm not even sure how to consider that. Anyway, and then Food Lion, this was home group night, and I just wanted, oh, this was a big dinner. We had, like, I bought 2 whole chickens, I bought sides and all that kind of stuff. So, to prepare for the home group dinner. And that is, it was 12 people from church that came over and their kids and stuff. So that was pretty awesome. And then I bought a table for that night. So this was kind of personal to us that we wanted to spend. That's why it's not with the grocery household stuff. And this is almost like an unbudgeted, but we knew we couldn't fit it in the budget until the end of the month, so we just put it on the credit card. And you're going to see Hopewell. This is where we started Christian counseling, and then subscription, and then Etsy purchase, and then some digital stuff probably. And then Erin Condren, again, I got the summer surprise box, so I'll try to do a video on that, which I've seen other people's videos, and my box doesn't come until Saturday, May 29th, I think. And so yeah, I'm excited to get my box. And what I saw was pretty cool. So if you want to keep it a surprise, don't check out the videos yet, but it's going to be cool. Let's see, Discovery Plus, the subscription. And then I went online to find a new hotel where my parents live, and I don't know what happened. I wanted to reserve on a credit card for this particular hotel, but apparently I was going through a reservation site and I didn't realize it, and so they actually charged already, and this was supposed to be for June, and it showed up here, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pay it. It's fine. I will reimburse myself $100 from vacation. Other than that, and that will be in June. Other than that, I'm not going to worry about it. Hopewell again, and then it was reservation.com. So they charged an extra 20 bucks on top of what I already bought the room for. I was like, you guys are ridiculous. Hopefully I got a good rate, but I don't know. And then my husband's stuff, and then Audible. So these are all the different things that I had on my credit card, and what I do is total owed over here. So you see the number increases every time I make a purchase. That's what I owe, and now I'm up to $1,400. and I want to keep it paid off. So the bigger this number gets, the more I got to tighten up my budget to cover it. And that's what makes it painful. And the smaller this number gets, you're looking at, well, it's only, you can carry that over. No, as soon as I carry something over, I pay interest, and then, oh, I'll carry over next month. Next thing you know, 15 years have passed and you spent thousands of dollars on interest fees over 15 years. I mean, I could have bought 2 cars with the interest fees that I paid on my credit card back in the day. So I'm never doing that again. And that's why I created this transaction log. So yeah, this is new. This is also in my shop if you're looking for something similar to that. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this video, and I'm going to zoom out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's it. That's my sinking funds and savings tracker. And now, in addition to that, my credit card transaction log. Don't worry about this. This is my monthly notes. I keep to myself. It just reminds me of stuff coming up in the new month. But yeah, sinking funds, savings tracker, and then this credit card transaction log. I closed all those out, making payments and doing all the things. So this turned out pretty good. My camera is falling, and I am very sorry about that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.